I don't think there's anyone in the chat yet. Anyone watching? If there is, give me a comment, let me know. If not, then I will be signing off again. That's not good. Alright, if there's anyone in the chat, just let me know. Just going to answer a few questions if anyone's got anything. Just going to spend only like 20 minutes on here or something, just while I've got some time to kill. Quite a bit going on at the minute. It's the first time I've done a live on my phone. Been quite a bit going on recently. Anyone in the chat? Can't see. I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back on here in about an hour's time, maybe 2 hours time. I'm going to come back on. I'm going to put a little notification up on Instagram, Facebook, let everyone know that I'm going to go live. Oh, I'm going to set this question here. Seki top roll, any super matches planned? No super matches at the minute. Obviously, I'm going to have Arm Wars coming up this year. In a bit this year. No matches confirmed yet, but guaranteed I'm going to be on there. There is a super match being released tonight on the Arm Wars channel. Me versus John McKechnie. We released the right arm match last Saturday. If you didn't see that, go over there, check it out. The left arm's getting released tonight, and it's definitely worth a watch. You want to get over there 9 o'clock tonight, Arm Wars YouTube channel. And yeah, that's a close match. That's a screamer. I had to dig deep for that match. I'm still feeling it now from when we had the match in the shoulder. Brutal. Make sure you get over there and watch that. Right, so super matches. Obviously, Arm Wars coming out tonight. Maybe, just maybe, there might be something in April. Nothing's confirmed yet, but we're going to find out shortly. Probably within the next couple of weeks, if that's confirmed. But there will be something on a big promotion, and I've given up now trying to put on weight. I'm just hovering around the 80 kilo class now. My targets are to be around the 80, maybe cuts to like 78, 77, because I can easily do it. And I feel really good. Yeah, if I can make a cut down to like 78, 77 kilo, I think I'm up there, to be honest, with amongst the top in the world, I would say. But there's only one way to find out, and I'm looking forward to finding out. Who's this now? Sorry, but this, my light keeps playing up. It's flickering. Cheap light bulbs from Asda. Who's this? How do you reckon you get on with Bogdan now? I haven't pulled Bogdan in a long time, to be honest. Me and Bogdan used to train with each other religiously, like at least twice a week, for probably like a good 5 years. A good 5 years solid, twice a week at least. And we made some really good gains together. He's a really good training partner. Now, he's going to be the favourite, 100%. He's bigger than me. The thing is, with me and Bogdan, we know each other inside out. Well, we used to know each other inside out, like who's doing what. We used to know each other's strengths, each other's weaknesses. But Bogdan's leveled up quite a bit recently, and I'm giving away a lot of weight as well with him. Bogdan would be the favourite, 100%. You versus Daniel Prokopchuk. I'll tell you what, I don't mind saying it now. Me and Daniel we had a chance to pull each other a few months ago at Georgia versus the World GVW, but unfortunately I had other plans that were clashing with it, so I couldn't actually take the match with him. I've never met Daniel before, but especially after his last match with Mendigus, Terrasitis, and the new style that I'm putting with now, I basically gone back to top roll, and it's working really well. In the past where I've been hooking without the pronator engaged, and where people have been beating me inside, they're not been beating my arm as such. They've been beating my hand, over supinating me from the hand. Arm to arm, I feel really good. But forgetting about the supinator, when you come against a smart puller who is actually focusing on dismantling my hand, they're managing to get it, because I had an ulnar injury a few years ago, and that pressure is just gone now. But when I engage the pronator, I'd love to pull a few of these guys that I've pulled the last few years again, just to see how it works out, because I think it'll be a different story. But with Daniel, I think if I pulled him last year, 2 years ago, with my old style, it would have been easy day for him. Now, I think that he's easily crackable. I say easily crackable. I reckon I could beat him. I reckon I'm in with a shot of a lot of these lightweight guys in the world right now. And I'm only just getting started now. Like I said, I'm hovering around 80 kilo, 78 kilo. I can make, like, easy. No problem at all. But yeah, Daniel, that might happen in the future. You never know. I'd look forward to that match. I'll pull any lightweight, anyone under 80 kilo in the world now. I feel that good at the minute. I will literally pull anyone under 80 kilo. Ideally, 78 kilo would be my ideal place. So me and Mindaugas Terrasitis, we had a bit of a war a few months ago on the right arm. Went to the silver bullet match, and he just had to win. And again, even in that match, there's things that I change up. Me and Minder have pulled each other a few times now. It's all about sussing each other out. And obviously I can't, how would I say it? I don't want to be overly confident. It's easier said than done. But I do feel like I know what to do with Mindigus now. I think I've pulled him enough times to know. And I think he knows as well that the gap's closing a little bit. Maybe if I get the opportunity in East vs West, I might be able to work up to him. And I think he wouldn't take me lightly either. I think that'll be another screaming death war, and it could go either way with me and Mindigus. So it'll be really interesting if he pulls Makarov and beats Makarov, and seeing how he does with Nerdalet, Edekon, and all them. Yeah, sorry about this light, everyone. It's playing up. Cheap light bulbs from Asda, that's all I can say. CBLA. With what just happened with Makarov pulling Engin, that title should be the first King of the Table 10-person tournament for the title. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Obviously, I don't mind that format. I've got a really good record of, especially in super matches, I've got a really good record of beating people in the first round, or giving them a lot of shit in the first round, at least. Tournament format, I really like. I do really well in tournament format. Super matches, well, from my last super match that I had with John McKetney, he's a bigger guy, strong as hell. He come 6th in the WAF Worlds in the 90 kilo class, both arms. And me and him just had a war in arm wars. And that was with me keeping into his hand with the top roll, keeping the pronator engaged. I've not been using my hand at all the last few years. I've only just started now. My hand feels really strong, and I feel really confident with this new style that I'm adapting to. So with Engin and Makarov though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to think about that, to be honest. Engin obviously looked really impressive with him, but whether I don't know. There's some stuff behind that. I think there's some reasoning behind that. I think if they pulled another day, both of them 100%, and there's no way in as well. We won't get into that too much, but I don't think that was like 100% legit. In all honesty, my opinion. But a 10 person in the tournament for the title, yeah, I'd like the sound of that. I'd actually fancy my chances, to be honest. Like I said, a lot of them guys I haven't pulled before, but I think that's that goes to my advantage as well, because they don't really know me. I think I'm quite awkward for some people. Some people are really awkward for me. Like I said, this is a learning curve now. Just growing. Looking forward to seeing what the future holds. I'm basically coming for that #1 spot in the lightweight class in the world, and I'll pull anyone to get there. Pass that through Neil. He has Paul and Makarov. Needs to earn the title back or lose it. Makarov hasn't actually lost the title. I don't think he's still the just because he lost to Engin. It's nothing to do with East vs West. Nothing to do with his title. He needs to lose the title, like in East vs West. Like you can't put the title up anywhere else. And I can't see Engin being allowed in East vs West, in all honesty, unless it's in both of their interests. Seki's top roll. How are you training currently besides table time? Mainly table time, in all honesty. My training's been restricted for a couple of weeks because of I had an injury at work. So see there, nearly chopped the finger off with a circular saw. I had an operation on it last week. Had the surgery on it last week, should I say. Basically, cutting a bit of baton, it jumped. Cut down the finger right down there. Chipped the bone, went through the tendon. Obviously, obliterated the finger. So, yeah, it's quite a few steps. Going to be a nice little scar down there. A little bit of rehab at the minute. Obviously, the tip of the finger. The main damage is that tip of the finger there, but the cut's gone all the way down. Tendon damage is at the top. The bone's chipped on the knuckle. So at the minute I can go sort of like that, which isn't too bad, to be honest. I'm just about to start some proper rehab as well. I reckon, well, another 4 weeks I'll be out of that splint, and then another few weeks after that I'll be on the table again. The touch wood could have been a lot worse, but at the moment not doing anything. I'm going to have to give it another week before I can even get on the table. The right arm won't be able to hold the peg, obviously. Struggling to change gears in the car at the minute. I'm only just about able to drive the car at the minute. So yeah, touch wood, that don't take long. Hi buddy, Oscar Willer. So yeah. But when I was training, obviously I'm just sticking to the max lifting. Been doing a lot of the rolling thunder lifts with Loz. Getting down to Loz once a week, just a one-on-one session at his gym. Then doing a 1 session a week at the Swindon Club. Travelling an hour a day, twice a week, just to get on the table. Did you all see Grundy call out Ryan Bowen for the Ginger title? Thought that was a great way to promote a match. Yeah. That's more of an interesting match than Ryan Bogdan. I don't know what you all think, but I think Ryan versus Bogdan is a bit of a mismatch. I'll say how it is. Bowen, obviously everyone's seen that video. So, obviously Bowen's upset with what Robert said. Fair enough. Take offence to some things, whatever. But I think the main thing that got to me was, one, Bowen said, yeah, I'll do it for free, but if I win, I want double the money. So you're not in a position at the minute to be demanding like what you get and what you don't get. You can't be demanding stuff like that. if you want to get back in on East versus West, then you do as you're told. Simple as that, in my opinion. He's not in the best terms with him at the minute, especially not now. After going with Georgia, going with GVW. But he tried saying about lines tying together. Because I've pulled Merlo, Bogdan's pulled Merlo, he's pulled me and Bogdan, and he's trying to tie it all together like that. But I've done a video earlier, but I haven't posted it. I don't think it will either, but I'll just say it here quickly. You can't go off that because styles make matches, which he always says anyway. And me and Merlo, we were close on weight. Bogdan and Merlo were close on weight. Bowen's never pulled Merlo. Bowen was like at least 15 kilo heavier than me. At least 15, near on 20 kilo heavier when we pulled. Everyone knows what happened there. But if Bowen pulled Merlo, I'd say Bowen's got at least chance of pulling Merlo out of all three of us. I don't mean to say he won't give Bogdan a good match, but Merlo's tricky. Merlo's a tricky puller. I think with me, I think my style was just bad for Merlo, which is why I give him a really good battle. But I think Merlo's improved a lot since I pulled him. Bogdan's improved a hell of a lot in the last year or so. Bowen's obviously improved as well. You can't take that away from him. He's definitely improved. But I don't think he's improved as much as Bogdan, in all honesty. I think Bogdan's on another level now. Bogdan's on the way to the... I think he's on his way to getting a world title shot before long in 95 kilo class. His next match is Nugo. That's in the 105 class. Even if he has a battle with Nugo, that puts him in a good position for the 95 class, I think. I think he can do something with Nugo, 100%. No reason why not. Nugo's obviously the favourite, but Bogdan's tricky. Bogdan's strong, and he's really, really smart. He knows what to do. Nugo's aggressive, Bogdan's more of a sniper, but Bogdan can be aggressive as well. If someone else is aggressive, they'll bring it out on him. He won't back down. I guarantee that. I think that's a match. Whatever happens there, as long as Nugo don't wipe through Bogdan, I think that puts Bogdan in a solid position in 95 kilo class. If he beats Nugo, he might just get that shot straight away for the title in 95. I think Bogdan beats Nugo. Nugo is great, but this is a style makes matches scenario. Yeah, it is a styles make matches scenario. Nugo's got a short arm, but Nugo is solid. Like, I mean, he's solid. He's aggressive. His pronate is ridiculous. His hand's strong. His hand's really, really strong. And this isn't the first time Bogdan's gone against someone who's that strong. I think Bogdan's got more lanes. I think I can figure him out. And they're two different people where Nugo, to me, it looks like Nugo's loading like fuck on the setup. Nugo wants to feel the power in the setup so he can load straight off it in the go. Bogdan's more of a snappy puller, wants to start quite loose. And I agree with that because I feel like if you set up loose, especially if your opponent wants to load, they can't load against a loose grip. They have to loosen up as well. So it's more about that that snappiness from the go. I think as long as Bogdan don't load against him in the setup, like favours in Bogdan's way. Bogdan can definitely take him without doubt. Do you think Nugo's strong without pronation? Yeah, obviously Nugo's a beast. You know what I mean? Nugo's like world class. He's literally a world class puller above that 100 kilo class. And it's only coming down to 105, and Bogdan's got to put on the weight. Bogdan probably won't come in higher than 100 anyway. But I do think there's some people think that this is going to be like whoever lands there is going to end quick. I don't see it like that at all. I think every single round is going to be a barn burner. It's like, it's killing me. I think every single round on that, maybe the first round will be the feeling round. I reckon that's the only round that's going to go quick, if it does. Other than that, I think every single round is a screamer. Might be a few fouls and whatever, maybe a few technical fouls. But that's a hard match for me to call. Nugo's got the strength edge. Bogdan's got the versatility edge. That's my opinion. I think that's a screamer. Wouldn't surprise me if either of the guys win, but I don't think any of them win easy. I also believe there is something to say about making it to the East vs West stage. People seem to show up their best shape, meaning Bogdan is a new level of himself. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Bogdan's not going to let an opportunity like that slide. That is definitely one of the best versions of Bogdan there's been. He'll probably say that himself as well. But I think everything's just clicked with Bogdan. He's always been a smart puller. He's always been... Bogdan's aggressive as well. Don't get it twisted. Bogdan's not completely relaxed. He's bubbling up inside. He might compose it. But, yeah. He can be aggressive. And if he's got to match it, he'll match it. You relaxing, mate? Hussein, am I relaxing? Well, in the setups and that, I'm always relaxed. Always relaxed. I'll try my hardest not to have to load against someone, especially because most people want to load. And to me, if I'm relaxed, I can feel what's going on, and I can feel where they want to go. And especially if they're loading, they want to load, so I'm not going to let them load by not loading myself. If I don't load, they're going to be pulling me off every single time. They've got to bring it to centre. They've got to relax to bring it to centre table to get the start. And the way I see it as well, if you're wanting to load, the more you want to load, chances are your muscle fibre twitch reaction isn't going to be as good. Which is why they want to have a little bit of load and setup. Who do you got? Matt Mars versus Otterbuddy. I got Matt and I'm glad they replaced Frank or Matt. Yeah, I actually seen. What was it? Lamparelli first, was it? Matt's replaced him. I think there's two versions of Matt, in all honesty. I think it depends what version of Matt turns up on the day. Good version of Matt, yeah, he's trouble for anyone. I think it's a matter of time for Matt, in all honesty. I reckon another couple of years and he's going to be knocking on that door. He's already up there. I think he's just a little bit longer for him. A little bit longer for Matt, and I think he's going to be a problem for most people. Alright, no more comments at the minute. I find now that Matt is 115 kilo, he's doing great as long as they stop pushing him to supers. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing as well, it's either pushing him to supers or is he choosing to be in the supers? Because if like I said, at one point I was trying to get up to 85, 90 kilo. I'm trying to hover around that weight. It's an effort, and to be honest, I've realised that I'm not made for that. I'm rangy in that, but I'm not going to be doing anything anytime soon in the 85 kilo class on a world level, at that top elite level. 80 kilos, 78 kilos for me. I don't know how much Matt's strength, agility, etc., etc. I don't know how that's affected if he's lighter. So Matt, I don't think Matt's built to be 105 kilo. Yeah, I think Matt is actually better when he's heavier. He's still quick, still aggressive, still technical. What do you think about Devon versus Vitali left? Do you know what? I think obviously Vitali's Vitali. He's the he's the champion at the minute. But I think this is going to be one of them scenarios where Devon could cause the upset on the left arm. Obviously, Vitali's heavy favourite, but you can't count Devon out. When Devon goes tunnel vision on something, like he's knocking on the door, he'll try his absolute best. I don't think this is going to be a quick setup between them because Devon's going to try every trick in the book. He's literally a couple of pins away from the title. Like, he's going to pull out every trick in the book, and he might just get it. Devon's one of them guys that a lot of people can find really tricky just because his style. You versus Justin Bishop would be a great match to watch. I wouldn't mind that match. Me and Justin pulled once on the left arm in WAL 2016 in Vegas. That was at the time, that was probably my biggest like point in the spotlight. Nerves are getting all over me. Yeah, Bishop got me in that one. That was back in 2016. I'd say that's when I was still growing. Bishop was still growing. Now, I think it's a match. Again, though, I think with my old style, the hooking, I think hooking someone like Bishop, Mendigus, Yanis is a bad move. I think I could top roll these guys. I think my hand is. I'll say I think my hand's stronger. I think it's